Hey there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. It's Emily again. So today we are here at Springburn and we'll be taking this class 318 all the way to Partick. It's around a 20-minute run, but we should have 10 stops on the way. So it's a fairly intense stopping pattern compared to what we're used to here on the channel. In the cab, not much to do to set up. Well, actually it's quite a bit to set up on this. Reset the AWS self-test. I'm going to set my doors to guard operated. Turn tail lamps off, headlights on. There we go. Got the road so I can knock my DRA off. We'll leave that to initialize. We'll be initializing at the same time GSMR is. Let me check my notes. So today we are train 2 Victor 45. And we're again signal 407. There we go, that's now ready. So go to initialize our route, which is Partick. Perfect.
This train is for Partick and will call at Barn Hill, Alexandra Parade, Duke Street, Belgrove, High Street,
Let me
Glasgow
apologise for that,
Street
guys.
Level, Charing Cross and Partick. Passenger safety information notices are located throughout this train. The next stop is Barn Hill. Please have your tickets ready for inspection.
I did just turn that up a little there, just so that you would hear the lady there. But she's quite cool. Anyway, I've set us to guard operated on the doors. Reason for that is, it just means that I don't have to make sure that basically I'm closing the doors at the right time. But that's fine. Everything in the cab is set up now. Quick little cab tour, I suppose. So it's a standard PEP unit, cab really. Speedo, brakes, DRA, door release, door close, light controls, route light controls, but that's obviously digital now, so that's no input. Yeah, and then you can open the windows. I'll open my side, keep some fresh air flowing. Then you've got your door close control, so you basically pop your head out the cab whilst you're doing the door closing, maneuvers, and then on this wall here, you've got the rest of your heating, which I'm going to... Well, it's off at the moment. Cab heating. No, that's far too loud to leave on. So you've got the rest of your light switch, gangway light switch, which is basically cab light switch. There we go. We'll stay here face the front and be ready for the right of way. It's 27 minutes past, which is 4 seconds. Should get the right way any second now. And we acknowledge.
Next stop is Barn Hill.
That speed limit is 15. First stop. Go. The first stop today being Alexandra Palace. Correction, Barn Hill. The Alexandra Parade is our next stop, Alexandra Palace. I just can't write. So just stay rolling at 15. Probably do like notch 1 of power, just sustain us. Going over the point work. It's the 25 once we exit off of the Springburn branch there. Basically, that line there takes you around to Glasgow Queen Street upper level, so you can basically go low level to high level at Glasgow without doing too much hanky panky. Yeah, up to 25 we go. 25 is in the box.
Barn Hill. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
And because we're going on a down slope, and brake nice and early. Notch 2 on the brake. Notch 1 on the brake. You can see notch 1 is basically holding our speed until it bit. And then we'll get to these steps and go notch 2 again, or just before the steps. You can see it feels like it doesn't, it just keeps rolling. Yeah, so it's a little shorter than I thought I had. Yes, so this is obviously the new AP Goo Studios product. I quite enjoy these, to be fair. They are pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's the weird shape of the front of them at the moment, like this post-refurb version. I don't think I enjoy it as much with the gangways for some reason, but it's just like a slightly bonkers Scottish unit, basically, and I think I enjoy that about them. We'll pull the window too for this one. It's not a long drive to Alexandra Parade, it's less than a mile, I believe. No, sorry, Alexandra Parade's one of the longer legs. My apologies, I've got that in my head incorrectly. We can go up to 40 departing Alexandra Parade. Correction, Barnhill. I'm not tired, I promise. Or drunk. I'm definitely not drunk. I've had nothing to drink today, but the most advanced thing I've had to drink today was some Diet Coke. Well, Pepsi Max is my tipple of choice now. Used to be a Coca-Cola girl. Now I'm a Pepsi girl. It is what it is. It is what it isn't. Keeping a lookout for the station. Thing is, we're going down the hill here, so even though I've got a good lookout, I still need to be nice and cautious. I've slowed down far too early. It was the second turn I need to slow down after. My bad. It's only a 40, so I won't have a massive time penalty for doing that. I promise I drove this and everything, and I was even paying attention. Yeah, and now I'm now appropriately sighted. I'm going to stop short because I know the entire train's on and I've got a guard, so I don't need the DRO screens.
This is Alexandra Parade. This train is for Partick. The next stop is Duke Street.
Alexandra Parade, Duke Street, Belgrove, High Street, Glasgow Queen Street, Charing Cross, and Partick, where this train terminates. Then we run up to Hindland Sidings, which is where this video will end. The scenario includes a backworking, but to be honest, I don't feel like going there and back adds anything to the video other than making it longer.
The next stop is Duke Street.
Go. Await the races. Duke Street is not a long distance, I believe. Yeah, it's about a third of a mile. Still technically a 40, so we'll run up to 40 and then get straight on the brakes, I guess. Probably be again another job of just sighting the station and braking. There's the station. There's... But...
We are now approaching Duke Street. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Be fine now. The brakes bite a lot harder when you get below 15. I believe these have got tread brakes, which is why they react that way.
This is Duke Street. This train is for Partick. The next stop is Belgrove.
Next stop is Belgrove. I do like that lady's accent. It's interesting hearing the Spirax going off. Sounds a lot deeper than it does on most trains. Sounds almost like something dripping. That'll be Spirax noises then.
The next stop is Belgrove.
Let's skim back to 30 there. So we get a crossover here, which is a 30. And then you dip into the tunnels after this next station. The suburban Glasgow sort of network in general, not the actual route, but the sort of Glasgow Suburban Railway, is really extensive and quite interesting to drive. I need to cover it more, but I'm just sort of a bit thingied with it.
We are now approaching Belgrove.
It's just a little bit too S-Bahny for me.
Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Change your stations to Airdrie. I'm recording this video as I'm sort of winding down for the evening before I go back to work trying to play with real trains. Feels quite strange to think about it that way, because one of my friends who used to work on board for us has come over to ScotRail and works in this area. I won't say what they do or even reveal their pronouns, but it just feels weird to think like this is the sort of stuff they do, and yeah, it just feels weird. Next up for us, Glasgow Queen Street, of course. The tunnels is when it gets a bit spicy for me, from a driving perspective.
The next stop is High Street.
It's 30. We'll just coast for now. I think I'm genuinely quite pleased with where I'm at the moment, YouTube video wise. I'm just sort of recording on the days I feel like it, and luckily, you know, today I felt like it. I've done knocked out 3 weeks worth of videos in a day in theory. I've not been doing DCS stuff because I'm not sure I want to bring that back. Like, I enjoy playing DCS, but it just feels a little bit exhausting, constantly having to invent scenario campaigns in my head. Yeah. Interesting. The missing 40 here. We can.
We are now approaching High Street. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
So I'm going to full service it in here because I was cooking it a bit. And we've recovered that. Again, I'm not going to stop right at the end because I don't need the DOO screen since I've got a card. Ooh. Also important disclaimer, this
High Street. This train is for Partick. The next stop is Glasgow Queen Street Low Level.
There we go. So, important disclaimer, this isn't the Chris Horsfield enhanced version of this route. I will be doing a video on that, but for purposes of today, because basically it's re-signaled and the stop markers are changed, which is great. But I didn't build this scenario. This is an AP scenario that comes with the 318. So you know, my whole thing is effectively will brain melt.
The next stop is Glasgow Queen Street.
Yeah, sorry, I'm brain melted. But basically, without rebuilding this scenario, I wouldn't have been able to take any of the advantages. And it's just a quick little video today. You know, there's if it was sort of a full run from, you know, Helensburgh to Airdrie, you know, probably would have done it, but it's not, basically.
We are now approaching Glasgow Queen Street low level. Change here for Queen Street high level station. Please
So you can see above us there, Glasgow Queen Street high level station.
This is Glasgow Queen Street low level. This train is for Partick. The next stop is Charing
You can
Cross.
see if you go upstairs here is the full fancy Queen Street. Not electrified on this route though, interestingly. Not electrified.
The next stop is Charing Cross.
I will probably do a proper 385 video at some stage soon. I'm just sort of knocking videos out as I want to do them. Oh, hello. And yeah, this felt like the one for today. So, because I'm a little bit nervous at stopping at this station, because I've never managed to stop there properly yet, I'm going to approach a little slower. I'm going to go for the 30 on the approach. And that way we should be fine. But I go for 40 first. And then we'll slow to 30. Okay, so I've sighted the station. We'll step 2 it in.
We are now
This is
approaching Charing Cross.
I should be
Please
fine.
mind the gap when alighting from this train.
So really need to just, again, because I've poked my head out the cab window. There we go. I can see I'm fully on. So I'll just do that. Definitely get myself pulled in for a meeting later, but oh well.
This is Charing Cross. This train is for Partick. The next stop is Partick.
away we go. So 40 start speed. So there's 20. Speed increase gradually. I've got it in full power. It's just not a fast unit. There we go. We'll keep on the power, keep the train moving. Close to 40 as we can. Aiming for an on-time arrival at Partick. We're due into Partick at 9:45. Lol, we're due in there now. We've got to cover miles, so we're not making that on time. Oh well. I think these are designed to have an incredibly short dwell time, which TS doesn't support. That's the only thing I can offer as to how we're delayed, because aside from the breaking for Alexandra Parade, not sorry, for Duke Street, you know, I felt like I did pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, there we go. So Partick we're coming around to. It's a fair ways to Partick actually yet. Well, not a fair ways, but it's a ways. There, of course, is the Clyde, I believe, that it'll be. Double amber, single amber next. My knowledge of the signals tells me that single amber's at the end of Partick Station, so I'm not too worried. Hopefully that'll clear by the time we disembark all the passengers. And we'll put the power on.
We are now approaching Partick. Change here for the subway. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Go around, so sort of centered on the building. We're 3-car. I'm not DOO, so we can stop here. TM's doing their things. Neutral DRA. What we can do is clear the yeah, oh no, it keeps the destination of Partick. So we're going to set something new up. I know it should be 50. DRA, a single amber still, red ahead, so creep off in step 2. Not in service. And that way we don't confuse people. Ooh. Push the horn there. There's our red, so we'll just cruise at our current speed. Apologies there, guys. Apologies. That's really annoying. That's all. Want to hit this no faster than about 14. Perfect. Hit about 12. Ooh. First time I've managed that, no hands. In case you're wondering what I did, I inhaled and sort of suppressed a sneeze. Got the calling on signal. So that tells me we're diverging right at the next signal, which is a 15. Okay, I didn't suppress it there, so I just muted myself. Anyway. I'm allowed to be obviously slightly higher than 15, because the crossover is in a little bit, but yeah, don't want to go too fast so we can just sight it visually and break from there. There's our 15 post, so we'll slow for that. There we go. Slow to 15. 15 in the box, 15 on the thing. Thing on the thing, thing on the thing. There we go, arriving at Hindland Sidings. So this is where this video will end. So thank you guys so much for watching today's YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a regular basis. And we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll shut down the cab here and I'll change ends, but you guys won't come for the change ends bit. So we're going to cross in here. Perfect. And what we need to do is there's a shunt signal on the ground, which I think we've already gone past. So we'll stop sort of halfway around the bend here. Yeah, you can see the shunt signals there, so we'll just go. Step 2. Yep, notch 1. So what I'll do is my reverser goes to off, master key gets thingied. I'm going to turn our headlights off, tail lights on, and there we go. That's the cab shut down. So like I say, thanks for watching guys. See you next time. Bye bye.